Hello everyone, and welcome back to Project Architect. In the last episode, we fell for it again. And what I mean, and I know what you're looking at is a bit overwhelming. I fell for it. I started messing with the integrated dynamics. I had a cool idea. I tried to do it, and it didn't work. And so normally what I do when something doesn't work is I try to fix it. Now with integrated dynamics, there has been a common theme in these past episodes, and I do apologize. Whenever I touch integrated dynamics and we have this issue, I spend so long doing something like this thing that we set up. And so it's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth troubleshooting. In the future, we'll try something with integrated dynamics, and then you won't see it until it works. You won't see as much of it because this was dumb. I admit it, okay? This was horrible. I apologize, okay? This episode, I might touch this, I might clean this up, okay? And most of that will happen off camera, so you won't have to watch any of that pain, hopefully. But I have a really cool idea. Let me show you right off the bat what that idea is. If we have a look here, what I was going to do is I was going to turn our experience that we're getting from our mob grinding utilities over here. So our mob mesher and this guy's getting us experience. The experience is getting picked up by the absorption hoppers, turned into a fluid, and put into this tank. And it's currently full, and all the extra fluid we're just voiding. So what I was going to do is turn it into these little jelly babies. And what that allows us to do is essentially get experience on demand. We get to eat those jelly babies and, level up. Now that's cool, but you might notice something. It doesn't have EMC, but here's where it gets a little bit ridiculous. If we have a look at enchanting, bottles of enchanting, they do have EMC. They have a lot of EMC. 22,700 EMC per bottle of enchanting. The reason for that is because you can actually craft it using enchanted books and, diamonds, glowstone, and honey. That is really good. And it is really good because a fluid encapsulator, this machine's very easy to make, and 250 millibuckets and a glass bottle, of course, for 1 EMC, that gets you bottles of enchanting. So, 250 millibuckets gives you 22,000. We have what? How would I even say this? 1 million? We have 1 million millibuckets. That's a pretty decent amount of EMC. And on top of that, it's full. So all the extra EMC we're avoiding. So I want to set that up. What I also want to do is show you a few things with integrated dynamics that I know. And if they don't work, guess what? We're just going to end it. But I'm going to pick up all this stuff. I'm pretty much going to wipe all this stuff back to a clean slate. The portal will stay there. And I'm just going to clean it. Okay? I'll be right back. Hello everyone, so we're back. I've cleaned things up, as you can see. We've got a little bit more of a traditional looking spawner system happening now. It's looking a little bit nicer. My plan is to have everything fall down here. Listen, it's going to be so simple. Everything's going to work flawlessly. I promise. The first thing we're going to do though is actually chuck in, I guess, a torch under here to keep this guy powered. This might be an issue, but we'll see how this goes. I'm going to place this here. I'm going to place the fan. And is that going to power it? Is this fan already on? I'm guessing it's not because it's not pushing me, but I thought that would work. Maybe it does actually have to... Give me a second. Already we're troubleshooting. Does that work? Ha! What? Okay, I've snuck in underneath and we can do this. So, I'm going to chuck in 10 distance modifiers, and that should then push this guy all the way out here. Now, this is actually possibly perfect. What I'm going to do is we are going to place blocks like so. We're going to do 2 blocks here. We are going to place those importers again, and this time they should work. See, that's the difference. But I'll show you. There's genuinely something else we're going to do differently this time that I didn't know about, and it's the reason why in the future, when we're trying out new things from integrated, we're not going to try and troubleshoot it because there's almost always a much simpler solution than what I end up trying. Okay, so let me show you how this works. If I connect these guys up, obviously, they're going to work the same way they did before, right? I place in the variable card here. Now they can import all the items from the mobs that go past. Pretty simple. The trick is, though, in the top right corner, there's this little icon here. JP actually told me about this. You click on it and you can change some stuff. The most important one for us is ticks per operation. We want to change this from half a second to being a 20th of a second. That's a lot faster. Like way faster. So I'm going to do that on both of these. So this guy's going to grab that. And we're also going to do it underneath. what this should do is obviously, we should get all of the armor that they may or may not be wearing. But the most important part is actually the stuff under here, which are the gold swords, which we saw at the end, you can actually get a pretty decent amount from. So I once again, I want to formally apologize for that previous episode. Man, listen, sometimes I just want it to work so badly that I just keep trying. It's not worth it. It's definitely not worth it. But anyhow, here we go. Here's our solution. So obviously the fan will push them over here, and then they'll get pushed past this if we actually break this. There we go. So they'll get pushed here, and they'll actually fall down here, which is where we can set up the mob masher again. So this guy obviously right down here. It doesn't have to be all the way down, but I mean, yeah, we might as well. And I'll obviously build some stuff around here. This is, by the way, ethereal glass. It lets us walk through it, but it doesn't let mobs. So it's a nice little touch there. So I will finish this off. That's basically the concept. The rest, I mean, the bridge might have to move a bit, but you guys get the idea. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this right here is what I should have done the first time. So as you can see, we have the ones to pick up the hand items. That's when it's placed on the floor. It grabs the items out of the hand. The ones on the walls grab any armor they may or may not be wearing. The important thing, of course, is variable card to import all, and then the ticks per operation 1. Around the back here, what I have is obviously I've got the mob masher on, toggled via that. There's an absorption hopper sending items down. There's also fluid XP going there. What it's going into first is this energy condenser Mark II that's making dark matter. Then the second inventory is the alchemical chest for anything that can't be placed in here. These things are mainly here, I think, because there wasn't... these were clogged up for a second. I'll explain how I unclogged them in a second as well. And then down there's a trash can as a backup. This energy condenser is also getting the items from the yoinkers, as we call them. So that's getting all of the gold swords and all that kind of stuff. This Watch of Flowing Time, yeah. Watch of Flowing Time on the pedestal is making this guy able to keep up with all the items. And then, of course, there's an item collector that's also within the range of this Watch of Flowing Time, which is picking up everything, okay? And to see it in action, I just want to show off one thing real quick. And then we'll do the experience stuff that I want to do this episode. I wanted to redeem myself with this part here. So I do apologize. I feel so guilty about the last episode and how it went. We have 94,000 EMC in here. Almost a dark matter, but none in there otherwise. Let's go ahead and turn on the middle one. What we should hopefully see here... Now, occasionally, like that guy made it through with a sword. Some of them do make it through, but the large majority don't. If I wanted to, I could add more, obviously, like we did before. But now that we've got the ticks, they go a lot faster. You might be wondering, okay. This is pretty much what you had in the last episode. Let's see the EMC then. And honestly, pretty good. Pretty good indeed. So I would, as you can see, a lot of these golden swords coming in. They're a good, 4,000 EMC. Definitely worth, burning that stuff up. I mean, watch it tick. This is genuinely one of our best EMC farms. In terms of EMC, not in terms of, efficiency. And that's obviously one Watch of Flowing Time. But anyhow, I just wanted to clean that up for both my own sake and for your sake. So there it is. Nice. It's tidy. We've now, however, got a little bit more fluid. What's it called? fluid. Experience. I was trying to say fluid EMC for some reason. But yeah, anyhow. That stuff's set up. We can sort of ignore that. I want to do the experience part. This should actually, once again, it should be pretty easy. What we're going to need is a fluid encapsulator. This guy right here. So it's going to be copper gears, redstone flux coils, machine frame, and a bucket. We can go ahead and craft one of these guys. We'll start off with one because we might be able to pedestal and watch a flowing time it. That's what I'm thinking. It's sort of a little bit of a cheatsy way to do it, but hey, if it works, it works. We'll also see what that does to the server as well. And then, what's the best way to do this? We could get an exporter, an advanced exporter, and we could get, what else would we need? Advanced exporter. That's pretty much it. Maybe stack upgrades. I don't know how stack upgrades work when we're talking about fluids, right? Not entirely sure, but hey, I'll tell you what. We're going to find out. And let's also get an importer that... Oh, actually, you know what? Yeah, we'll try this. An alternative is we can use pipes, obviously. But we'll see how this goes. Let's get... Let me grab all the stuff I need. Okay, so what is the plan here? Well, there's a few things we can do. One is we could try and craft a fluid cell, right? We could try and see if we can afford, let's search fluid cell, fluid drive, fluid storage is what it's called, isn't it? So we have infinite storage, infinite fluid storage. That's 41 million EMC. We can afford this. It's literally just a matter, I believe, of adding all these recipes into our device here. Oh, actually, you know what we can do? Should I? You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. So I'm going to show you how we're going to do this. So infinite fluid storage part. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bookmark each of these things, each of these little ingredients that are completely new. And because of the EMC interface we have, it makes this so incredibly easy to craft. For example, the fluid storage part goes in. In fact, if I search storage part, here we go, fluid storage part, then I can press U on this and we can paste in this one, place that, U on this, paste in this one. It's pretty much we're just pasting one of these in here and we're learning the recipe and then we can just craft more and more and more. Like look at this. If I were to auto craft all this stuff and have it smelt, well actually auto crafting would still be fast because it'd be using, oh, why didn't this craft? 4096 is what we have in there. What? Oh, the withering processor. Okay, I was like, I swear we have everything. We just need to smelt one of these. In fact, we'll learn that. This thing, by the way, might as well be honestly, a red matter furnace. Why not? Why not indeed? Let's get some charcoal as well. Let's see how fast a red matter furnace is, shall we? Let's break this basic furnace, if that wants to break. Let's place down this guy. Oh, lots of stuff on the ground, but that's fine. Charcoal goes in, and pretty fast. Pretty fast indeed. Withering processor, there we go. Let's continue along our path. So there we go. And then do we just have infinite? We do. Infinite. Beautiful. So then I press U on this guy, and I can just craft real quick an infinite fluid cell. So a storage. What is it? Oh, wait. What have I done? Infinite fluid storage. Yeah, there we go. Here we go. So then I can open this up. We can find one of these empty disks, take it out, and boom. Now we have infinite fluid storage. What I might do is, because we can also afford the normal... Oh, actually, no, can we? No, we can't. That's 900 million EMC. We're not quite there yet. But apparently we're there for the fluid. The fluid's a lot cheaper. Interesting. Yeah, that's very odd. Anyhow, we're working with fluid today, so I guess that works out as well. What I'm going to do is entangle this block here along this chain. I don't actually want to entangle that. I want to entangle this guy down here, the jumbo tank we have. So I'm going to fly back over here. I'm going to entangle it again. I'm also not sure... Oh, that's the absorption hopper that we have entangled. Okay. But yeah, this is the jumbo tank. I'm then going to get an importer, an advanced importer. We're going to change this guy to fluids. We're going to place a stack upgrade in here with some speed upgrades. And let's see if that worked. Is this... Oh, hey. Works pretty well. That drained instantly. Well, there we go. Now we've got that in our system. Now, in order to actually witness it in our system, we're going to need to grab a fluid monitor grid. I swear, I've played the game before. Trust me. Fluid grid. There we go. Craft one of those. It can go there. And this should show us all our fluids. We have 1 million fluid XP, and that number should hopefully rise as more ground up, and we can actually see it rising a little bit, which is pretty cool. So the next thing we need to do is figure out where we want to place this little factory. It's just going to be a small little box, really. You know what? I might actually just dig out a tiny little shack in here. Just like, I'm thinking I do I'm currently a bat. That's why the camera's so weird at the moment. I'm going to build out a little 3x3, and I'm going to place this guy in the middle, and it's going to be that simple, okay? Fluid encapsulator is going to go there. I'm actually tempted to entangle this guy and do all of the stuff back at the base. Is that a bad idea or a good idea? You know what? I think it's actually a good idea. By the way, one of these episodes, we're going to make an entangling room because this is just, this is a bit dumb. I'll admit it, okay? I'll be the first, but not the last to admit that. Okay, what are we doing? First things first, flux point. Let's give this guy some power. I'll go ahead and chuck this. Not on that side, actually, because obviously we're going to be placing more entangled blocks. I will need another importer, which means I'll also need another, like, you know, stack upgrade, And speed upgrade and that sort of stuff. 1, 2, 3. That stuff's easy to get. I think that's what I want. So we're going to have the importer be at the bottom, just for looks, I guess. We'll have the exporter on top. We're going to need some cables as well, which apparently I also didn't think about. Cables, here we go. And these are obviously to attach the top to the bottom. There we go. This guy is going to receive... Oh, we'll actually need... We need stuff going in another way. Can I possibly do this with an EMC link? EMC link. What's this guy worth? Almost 40 million EMC. What's this guy worth? 166 million EMC. Okay. Should I... I'm going to invest. Okay. You know what? Actually, no. I'm going to see exactly what we... What I was going to do... Let me explain. I'm kind of just thinking and not explaining what I'm thinking. I need to put glass bottles in here and the fluid XP. So what I was trying to do there was see if there's a different way to put the glass bottles in there, like using this guy to do... Well, honestly, to do 256 items per second. But I think it still might be better to just use the another exporter. And the reason why I need another exporter, you might be like, well, why do you even need another exporter? Just use the one. This is going to, as far as I'm aware, it can only do items or fluids. It can't do both, which means as well, this side can go ahead and be that. There we go. So, okay. This top guy is going to be a glass bottle enthusiast, if you will. That's going to go there. We're going to place in a stack upgrade and some speed upgrades. Boom. He should hopefully have that. This guy is going to be a fluid guy. He's going to get experience. I think it's the cyclic experience. Let me find out though. Actually, no, it wouldn't be. What is it? What is this stuff? Fluid XP is what it's called. Okay. Let's give this a shot. Because listen, like, look. There's experience. There's experience. And then I guess there's fluid XP from mob grinding utilities. And I think that's it. So we're going to open this guy again. This side one. Drag in fluid XP right there. And then we're going to do, obviously, the stack upgrade and the speed upgrades. And there we go. And then the bottom, this can just import items. Yeah, that should be fine. Did I put speed upgrades in there? No. Stack upgrade, speed upgrades. Let's just tune in. Let's see what this guy's doing. So he should have stuff in him. He currently doesn't. I'm going to have input on the right side. Nope. Okay. I'm going to have input on the left side. Nope. I'm going to have input on the back. There we go. The fluid comes in. Beautiful. You sort of have to guess the sides as far as I'm aware. Otherwise, this might work. It might like line up if you keep an eye on like the direction that's facing and the direction this block's facing. Yeah, I guess that makes sense because the back of it did bring in the fluid XP. So yeah, it does line up, or at least it did in this situation. The top is also going to be an input. This will put in glass bottles. That will make us 22,000 EMC from one EMC. Pretty good. And then we're going to output at the bottom. And there it is. Pretty good. You might notice something though. Not that fast. Not that fast at all. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a resonant integral component as well as flux linkage amplifiers. We'll grab 3 of them. And we'll see what this gets us up to. So let's chuck that in. Oh, okay. That's pretty good. That's a decent amount of EMC. Holy wait a second. I'm going to actually cancel that output that sends it into our system. I want to witness how much EMC we're actually making. Let's go ahead and get that. Let's get a condenser Mark II. Let's get some dark matter. And we've got a pipe on us. Let's also get a pipe upgrade. This might actually generate a lot. Hold on. Let's see what we're dealing with here. So I'll drag this out the bottom. We'll make sure that it's extra. Oh, wait, no. I've got to tell this guy. I've got to go break this export or else it'll just, take precedence. Bit of both. Oh, God. Oh, my God. The wall climbing trait as well makes everything just that little bit harder. You know what? I can fly now. Why am I even using this wall climb? I can fly. I don't need a wall climb. Okay. We can now make this guy output at the bottom, and that should be fine. I can then make this guy extract. I can then open him up. Oh, open him up. There we go. Place in this guy so he's, super fast. Then we'll place down our energy condenser. He should fill up. Beautiful. How much EMC are we talking? Okay. You know what? Just a little bit faster than the mob farm. Just a little bit faster. What I will say though is I'm almost positive that we are using more fluid experience than we're gaining. Like this number. Okay, yeah, it's dropping. What is that? Essence. Oh. It's dropping by like 10,000 every 5 or 10 seconds. It's taking its time. So yeah, we need more fluid XP. Now, I am curious as to whether I can turn this on and whether this can keep up, because realistically, like, this is a decent amount of mobs being ground up, right? So I'm hoping possibly I can entangle this guy and bring him back to the base and you know, let him join in on the fun. So this was our other jumbo tank. So I'll place this jumbo tank here, have him export as well, stack upgrade speed and change him to fluids. That should hopefully give us a nice intake of fluid XP. Not much though, it looks like. Not much at all. How are we looking down here? In fact, more importantly, I can't really reach it. What I wanted to see, the problem is if I go in there, I want to see what that absorption hopper is actually holding. Because as you look in there, like, that's a lot of XP on the ground. Actually, no, you know what? Look. I actually did see it get sucked up. Like, I saw no more experience, I think. Or is it all just clumping? I'm not sure. You know, I also have a very good idea. No, I say it like it's my idea. I need to just use a piston here. Now, you might be able to get away with a sticky piston or a normal piston. I'm going to try both. So, let me just go ahead and let myself in. Oh, God. Which one has the water? This side. I'm going to go ahead and break this so that we don't drop water on the ground and we have to wait for it to clean up and it's all messy. I want to see, can we get away with a piston? I don't know if this works. As in, using just a piston. You might need to use a block, but I'll tell you what, we're about to find out. So I should be able to flick this. Nope. Can I flick this? Nope. Okay. We need to use a sticky piston and a block, but I mean, that's, like, realistically, that's not really a problem. So cobble. Let's go back down here. How do we want to do this? We want to pick that piston up. No, we don't. To be honest, we don't care about the piston. We want to place the sticky piston here with this. And then, realistically, this would be right next to it, which I can probably do really easily. Or I can probably just get a piece of redstone. And this should work too. We need a second piece to do that. There we go. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, now I should be able to turn it off by doing this. Nope. Now I should be able to turn it off by doing this. Huh. How about that? Neither of them work. I'm almost certain that this would trigger the piston by, you know, having the redstone go on top. Let's maybe make sure that's the case. No, how do I give you the redstone? There we go. Yeah, so it's got redstone to it, but as you can see, it's not really pistoning, I guess. I was told that it would. That it would push in and it would break the nether portal. Not really doing that. Any ideas? I guess yeah, you know what? You guys are gonna have to let me know in the comments because if I troubleshoot, it could end badly, and I want to just at least have one episode where we do things right. So, I mean, let's see the XP at the bottom here. How long does that take to get absorbed? That's a massive clump, actually. Okay. Yeah. That's a lot of XP, I think, that isn't being absorbed, or it is being absorbed. This isn't being emptied either. Huh. How odd. What's going on here? What is this mystery that we've oh, you know what? I forgot to entangle it. You know what? That would do it. That would, you know, now that I think about it, that would totally do it. Okay. Did it pick up this XP? It didn't. I'll tell you what. I kind of want to break open, I think, this hole so I can see this guy. He doesn't pick up these clumps. That's a clump of experience. He doesn't appear to want to pick that up. Not the greatest. I'll tell you what, though, what we can do. I'm going to get some more absorption hoppers. We'll grab them here. I'm going to expand this up. I'll hook them up with... what can I hook them up with? Because obviously it'll be a bit messy with the items. In fact, yeah. You know what? Yeah, that's fine. Oh, you know what? I think I can just send items down. It's also possible I could send fluids down, but I've already set this stuff up, so it's sort of like, it's a bit redundant. But I think that should work. So let's go ahead and turn this guy back on. Oh, God. Yeah, let's turn this on. So we get some, some mobs flowing. A little bit of EMC happening and whatnot. We should hopefully be seeing nothing in there. Yep. We should see, and I think we do see, some of the experience. You actually see it float up. I don't know. It's kind of hard to see. I would turn particles off, but I feel like I did that the other day and it didn't work. Particles low. I can't go any lower than low. And there's like still none of these particles even turned down. But what do we see at the bottom? Yeah, look. I feel like I'm seeing the experience go away. Maybe? Maybe? I don't know. I think it's working. I'll tell you what. We can sort of double check. Let's go in here and see what this looks like. Is this number going up? It is. But is it going up higher than it's going down? So currently we are hoping that it goes above 509 before it goes down again. No. Okay. So we are draining faster than we're gaining. Okay. Let's check in on this guy though. Let's see what we're dealing with. Okay. I like that. Okay. The jelly babies don't have an EMC value, sorry. Is there any other way we can generate experience using EMC? Is there like some other type of block, some sort of cheatsy way that we can do it? I'll say I don't think so. There's a few things I'm thinking of. Oh, sucks nearby experience orbs into the Mind Stone. Interesting. Instantly pick up experience. Okay. The answer is not really. It doesn't look like it. What's this? Stores experience. Okay. No, that's not what we want. I was gonna say something, but I've completely forgotten. Oh, you know what? I actually have a pretty villainous idea. I'm gonna turn this guy off. Okay. I might turn this guy off too, just while I'm not actively monitoring him. So he can turn off. I've been told a few times to try something out. So the create mod, right? It brings us some pretty cool items. One of the items it has is a hose pulley, I believe it's called. This guy right here. And essentially it's a pump. We can open this up and we can see hose pulleys can be used to fill or drain large bodies of fluid. Now, the way create works with pumping is obviously you don't want to pump an ocean empty. You know what I mean? You don't want it to start disappearing. Same with the nether. You don't want like the nether lava to be disappearing. I believe if the config is set correctly, which it might be in this mod pack, if a body of liquid large enough, I think it's 10,000 blocks. So 10,000 source blocks of the fluid, it is considered infinite. Yeah. Now, I may be mistaken, but it might be possible to get a bucket of fluid XP. Now, it's also, it might be possible to maybe, if we're lucky, pour it on the ground. So, yeah. What time is it? Okay, you know what? Okay, hold on. I have an idea. There's something I wanna try real quick before we before we get too carried away. I just want to go ahead and grab a crafter. I want one of these crafters, like from extra storage. That's the mod. All right, so these crafters here from Refined Storage, they will automate crafting recipes. They'll just craft them if you give them the pattern. They will also, we actually need quite a few different things here. They will also automate crafting stuff in machines. And what I mean by that is you can tell it, hey, put some fluid XP and a bucket in this thing, and you get the good stuff. Does that make sense? Maybe not. But it lets you automate things, right? So we want that. So let's go ahead and craft one of those. Put this in here. Smelt that up. Boom, boom, bing, boom, boom. There we go. So yeah, where was I going with this? So I want to see, honestly, I don't need to be making this, but I currently am for some reason, and I can't stop myself. I want to see if we have enough stuff. That's pretty much it. So let me also get a pattern. We actually have a pattern. Does that mean we have a pattern grid? Yeah, it's a pattern grid. Oh, that's a pattern grid. Oh, look at that. Okay, pattern. Let's go ahead and chuck that stuff in there. Okay, so I would like to get the recipe of fluid bucket. So fluid XP into bucket. There we go. I'm going to create this. There we go. Now this pattern, I can attach to the system. To be honest, I think I can just attach it anywhere at the moment because I'm not necessarily trying to actually craft it. I just want to see the values, and I'll show you what I mean by that. If I now open up my grid, I can search for fluid XP, and we can now craft it. So I can click on this, and I can say, hey, I want 10,000, right? 10,000 fluid XP buckets. I can click start and it will tell me how many I have and how many I need. So we currently have 400 buckets. We need 9,600 more. So 400 buckets worth is what exactly in here? It is 400,000. Okay. So obviously 1,000 mil buckets is a bucket. I thought we had a lot more, so I was a little bit confused, but yeah. So we've got 400 buckets. We need 10,000. So as beautiful as this EMC generator is, he is going to be turned off currently. That is a lot of EMC to have made that quickly. I want to try. In a future episode, we are going to try to see if the settings enabled, which hopefully it still is by then. Hopefully none of you guys get it disabled by then. We will try to make a lake of fluid XP, and we will try and turn that into EMC. Listen, there's a few other things we can do with that infinite fluid. I don't want to point fingers, but there's some pretty cool things you can do with liquids and infinite liquids. I'm just saying, okay? But that's a pretty hefty task. It's a pretty hefty task. So anyhow, I'm pretty happy with this episode. I'm happy with our little EMC generator here using the fluid encapsulator. And I'm also extremely happy that we cleaned this guy up, if at all, just a little bit, okay? He's a little bit more reliable. It's a lot cleaner, and it took us a lot less time. And, you know, a nice little decent amount of dark matter, and even some buddy cards that we can try out one day when we learn how they work. So yeah, okay, beautiful. Thank you guys for watching. I know the last episode was painful, but thank you guys for sticking by me and not being too harsh to me for the rough episode. And some of you seem to at least pretend to enjoy it. So thank you guys so much. Thank you to everyone who's supported me financially from watching the ads on the videos or being a donator or a channel member. That stuff helps us out big time in hosting these servers. So thank you guys so much, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.